I'm Bea Smith. Welcome to Bea Smith with Style.
Today's show is about enjoying and spending time outdoors. First, jazz singer Will Downing joins me on the deck of my Sag Harbor restaurant for some helpful hints on outdoor entertaining. And later, artist Sandra Salamoni shows me how to make some Seaside-inspired home accessories. Finally, we'll take you for a behind-the-scenes look at a magazine photo shoot for Coastal Living magazine at my home.
Coming up next on Bea Smith with Style.
Discover each special moment. Reach out and grab life day by day. Add just a touch of magic. Find your own kind of style. Walk away with a smile. Every day's your own holiday. Celebrate living in all that you do. Every day's a brand new day. Believe in yourself. Find a style that's right for you.
One of the things I love about being in the restaurant business is I can catch up with old friends like Will Downing. How are you?
Doing quite well.
Good. I know you're doing well. I hear that voice on the radio, so I know. Now, I just have to tell everybody, and then we'll get past this, that my husband and I were blessed to have Will sing at our wedding.
Absolutely.
And so you are a part of our life forever.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. But you've been doing a lot since then.
Well, since then, I think I've released probably about 4 or 5 albums, including the brand new one, Sensual Journey.
I just happen to have it here.
What a coincidence.
And it's wonderful.
Thank you very much. It's 11 new songs. Well, actually, not all new songs, but some remakes on there. Some songs that'll be very familiar to you, a few original pieces as well.
I'm so happy that you could make it out here to Sag Harbor. You know, I spend a lot of time out here, do a lot of outdoor entertaining. So I have a few tips because it's not always as easy as it looks.
That's right. That's right.
One of the things I suggest is to make a list. You know, decide on what your theme is,
Correct.
and from there continue the list. What type of food you're going to have, what type of music you're going to play.
Important. Very important.
Extremely important. I might do an appetizer like this.
All right. Can a simpleton like me prepare this?
Hey, this is very easy. It's lobster, it's celery, it's onion, it's mayonnaise, it's some lemon juice and a little salt and pepper. Just whip that up together. You can prepare it even the day before. If I have it in my book, it'll be on the website. And when you're presenting things, it's important to me that food always look beautiful. I love grilled vegetables. But when you put your platter together, make sure that you have a cover for your platter to keep those little friends that we don't, uninvited guests, yes, that we don't want. I love to make a table look beautiful, and I like using outdoor elements. But then I just put these on the table in the hurricane lamp, and it's easy decorating. This is outdoor entertaining. It could get a little warm. You know, maybe you want to have a little fan at the table. And if the wind is blowing, you may want to put a weight on your runner like I have there.
I see.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. I always like to have citronella candles around as the day is getting a little later so that it repels mosquitoes and things like that. But on the table, one of the things I like to use is rosemary. It repels mosquitoes. Now, because rosemary is such a hardy herb, it will hold up to the sun and the heat, and it will keep that aroma.
All right.
Yeah. Now, it's always nice to set up a bar. I think it's very welcoming for your guest. So I have one that I set up over there, and of course for me it's very important that I have something for everyone. And I make a special drink that's called hibiscus tea punch. That's non-alcoholic.
That's for me.
Ah, good, good. At the end we'll toast with it.
Okay, you got it.
I make it with either hibiscus tea or rose hips tea, and honey is the key. Honey is really good with that. A little lemon juice and sparkling cider. And that does it.
That's the trick, huh?
Yeah. But now, the sour apple martini is a big hit with guests at my house. I like to make a batch in advance, and it's very easy. It's just sour apple pucker mix and your favorite vodka. Yeah. Now, can you think of anything about entertaining that I've left out?
Well, you need more Will Downing.
I agree with you. Everybody that I tell that you sang at my wedding, their jaw just drops and they're so jealous.
And you're the only wedding that I've done.
See?
I'm
That's
just stating that for the record. No one else, you can't get me. I'm exclusive to B. Smith, and I'm not doing it for B again because you're not doing it again. This is it.
I'm not doing it again,
That's
no.
right.
We may renew our vows and just invite you to come.
And I'll come back
and you
again.
don't have to sing.
No, I want to sing.
Uh-oh.
I
You
want
heard
to.
it
That's
here.
my job. This is your job, and you do it very well, as everyone can see. I only hang out with the best.
Well, you're hanging out here
All
at
right.
our restaurant in Sag Harbor. We are going to toast your being here
Thank
and your success. We
Thank
love you. That
And to you as
silky
well.
voice.
Thank you. Virgin.
Coming up next, author and artist Sandra Salamone shares some inspirational ideas for creating seaside crafts. And later, a behind-the-scenes look at a magazine shoot with Coastal Living. One of the things I love about living near the water are all the treasures that I find on the beach. And today I have a kindred spirit with me, Sandra Salamone, who is an author of this beautiful book.
Thank you.
The good thing about it is you combine items that you find at the beach with garden items, and you make beautiful crafts. Let's talk about your centerpiece.
Okay. What I've done is I've got a shadow box, a simple shadow box that you can just buy in any frame store, unfinished. And I finished it the color of driftwood, kind of. I took balsa wood, just simple balsa wood that you can get in any hobby store, and I made an interlocking divider to put it into segments. These stones are unfinished. They're just left in their natural state to leave them kind of a matte, powdery finish. I think if we put those in this quadrant,
Okay.
in the center of this quadrant, I've put a little vase that is the same tone as the other stones. I'll start filling some of the other quadrants.
Okay.
I've got some beach glass that's been collected. The beach glass also should be rinsed off because as you pick it up, it does have kind of a salty coating from
Those
the,
are beautiful colors.
the colors are often in the greens and blues and whites.
This is adding a nice color to this particular box that we're putting together.
Right. Now the final quadrant, we're using little gray pebbles. And what I've done to these pebbles is I've finished them with a little bit of finishing wax, just a furniture paste wax, and it gives them a little bit of a shine.
Now, are you going to put the flower in now?
Yeah, I thought we'd take one of the nice pink flowers
Okay.
and cut it off.
That's lovely.
Actually, if we take the flowers off, we could take a little tea light and we could bury it in the sea glass. And when we light the votive, I love the way the light plays off the glass.
As long as it's not too windy like today, right?
Exactly. Another accent that might be beautiful is a piece of driftwood that we just found out on the beach. You want to keep it away from the flame, of course,
Right.
but it does add another layer of interest. The nice thing about this centerpiece is how low it is. I mean, at the dinner table, at least it isn't going to be something too high.
So you can continue your conversations across the table.
Exactly.
Okay, Sandra, what do you have for me now?
Next we have a beautiful pebble and sand mirror.
It is nice. All right.
I started first with an unfinished frame that's a picture frame, and I had a piece of mirror cut to fit inside. We'll put that in at the end. I stained the frame kind of a driftwood color again, and I sanded the edges to make it distressed. After the frame is finished, we have to protect the edges with quick release painter's tape. Well, now we have to mix the sand together. We've picked 3 different colors of natural sand. Now we're going to add the whole bottle of mosaic tile adhesive. This is a glue that dries permanently and waterproof and clear, and so it helps the sand colors itself come through in the end.
Now, how long does it take this to dry?
It will take all overnight to dry, even 36 hours if you have the time to wait. I think it's ready.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Now,
What do you need?
I just need to pour this in the frame. I use a smaller spatula while I'm pouring it in the frame because I have a little more control that way.
It almost looks like cake batter.
Exactly. You can see it's already leveling as I pour it in.
And the color is pretty, the combination of the 3. It's very nice.
Now I just need to tap it, spread it out a little bit so that it gets in all the corners. And then what I like to do, just to make sure that it's in properly, is I'll just pick it up and just kind of shake it a little bit, back and forth, but not too much that it falls out. This way it'll get into all the corners. I've got some sea glass set aside here, but I think with this natural kind of frame, we're going to go with some of the pebbles that are kind of in the same range of color, the kind of grays and browns. And what I like to do is to start right in the dead center first, and then add them to the left and to the right. And that way I'm fairly certain it'll work out well.
Looks pretty to me.
And then we'll just do the same technique at the top. The glue mixture acts as a holder for the pebbles or for the material, and no other treatment is needed.
Well, that's great. Well, one of my favorite things are shadow boxes.
The frame is just a shadow box frame that I purchased, but the backing is what makes the whole thing different. What I've done is I've covered the back with wallpaper samples, and I've aged them so that they have that kind of beach house,
Patinaed look.
right. I've got some wallpaper samples. So because wallpaper is vinyl, it's not going to accept the stains that we want to add to it. So I've had color copies made. I cut them down to size to the mat that will fit inside the frame. Then I mount it on foam board. Stops it from buckling a little bit when we add the tea stain.
This is very pretty.
Right. Well, what I've done is I've just taken some strongly brewed black tea and at room temperature, and I just dab it on. To age it even further, you can take some sandpaper and go ahead and just give it a quick sand up and down. Now you're ready to add your shells. I have a clear drying glue here, but you could also use a glue gun.
I think that what you're doing is fabulous, and there are so many more ideas in your book, right?
That's right.
Let me tell people where to get it.
At Rockport Publishing, which is rockport.com.
Or, of course, you could visit bsmithwithstyle.com, and you've given us some great ideas for crafts.
Thank you very much for
Thank
having me
you.
here. It was fun.
All right, maybe you'll come visit me in New York.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Next, I'll take you behind the scenes of the Coastal Living magazine shoot at my home in Sag Harbor. To find out more information about the segments featured on today's show, visit our website, bsmithwithstyle.com. I love lifestyle stories, whether it's for a TV show or a magazine. Today I'm doing an entertaining story for Coastal Living. Coastal Living is probably one of the most popular lifestyle magazines for people who live on the coast or who want to live on the coast. No matter what I'm doing, I like to start my day with a run. Dan usually sets the pace when we're jogging, but sometimes I do, and I'm a strong finisher. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We gotta get to work.
Hey, guys.
How's it going? Ooh, this looks beautiful.
Ah, you guys did a masterful job.
Great.
Polaroid.
Oh, okay, that was fabulous.
Oh.
Whether I'm taking a peek through the camera or whether I make the photographer give me a Polaroid just so I can see what's going on, it's important to me because that shot has to reflect my lifestyle. But even with the help of all the stylists, there are some errands I have to do myself. I love driving around Sag Harbor in the summer in the little white convertible that was a 50th birthday present from my husband, Dan. Hey, Phil. I'm great. How about you? Got my order ready?
Sure do.
Okay, Rose of Sharon.
Sharon, and we have the peace lily, and we have the
Hey, Lily Amethyst, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So you know I'm gonna look around while you're getting that
Go
ready.
right ahead. I'll get it ready for you.
Okay. Oh, these look good. All right, I'm just gonna take two, okay? Am I gonna have enough room in the car? I always encourage people to buy something that's prepared. It's just one step that's eliminated. Luckily for me, whether I'm in Washington, D.C., New York City, or Sag Harbor, there will be a restaurant that knows my style.
So how many head you want, Ed? I got
I want to just see what they're doing at home. So you bring the other food, all right? Okay, thanks. While I'm prepping, it's a good time to give an interview.
And the lobster dip, what makes it different than like that?
I do not believe in buying everything. It's like, no, you have to do something yourself. Therefore, we have the paella and we have the ribs. And it also helps make the house smell good. Because you want to make sure that you've got an aroma wafting through the house so that people feel like, wow.
Tell me what, in your opinion, makes entertaining at the coast different than entertaining inland.
For one thing, I grew up in Western Pennsylvania and it was landlocked.
Yes?
And we didn't have fresh lobster then. But what's so wonderful about entertaining at the coast is that there's an abundance of produce and seafood.
Right.
And I think that parties are so much more elegant when you have unusual food that you're not going to have every day. I'm going to let you take a break from this because we'll finish. I'll be sure I will not leave you hanging. I love everything about entertaining. Getting my home ready, decorating the table, deciding who my guests are going to be. I want yours in the center.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, I'm not gonna be happy. I'm gonna do a small arrangement. Nope.
Would you like to try this one?
No, they're too tall. They're too tall. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I'll let Dan take this down. It is heavy.
Okay.
Okay, this is it for now, but I will be back. Everything in here I've collected down on the beach, down to the mussel shell here.
I love it.
When I'm out and about and I find things that are related to the coast, the sea, water that I don't have here, then I go out and I buy them. And a piece like this, I might just do a table and have that right in the center of a plate just because it looks beautiful. I am. It's lucky that all my guests are friends so that they don't mind me being in makeup. But Dan's making drinks for them, so it's fine. And that's another thing. Always have somebody else around to make the drinks. In some ways, the TV is more forgiving. For instance, with my makeup, nobody can look really closely at it because we're moving so fast. But with a magazine, you can see every detail because it's in a photograph and it's there forever.
Yeah. We need a little cocktail napkins for this.
I'm not happy with this slice. I want to cut the way we do in the city. Now that's what I'm talking about. One more slice.
The full round slice.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
It's a sipping thing, Now the party started. You look beautiful. Huck,
How you doing?
I'm fine. Cheers.
Cheers. Good luck.
Julie, thank you. How are you, sweetie? I keep telling people that if I could start a business and put two people on a cake and sell that couple, it would be Maurice and his wife. The perfect couple. That's how beautiful they were.
If Barbara Smith says that you did it with style, there's something else.
Okay, here's the thing. I guess I'm gonna have to give up my wine.
All right, come on, y'all are coming on down.
Whenever we have guests, we always like to take them for a walk on the beach.
Look, I'm shooting, it's perfect. Come on down.
It's something that Dan and I always like to do together. The great thing about a TV story is it's fast-paced, and people see it on TV and it goes just like that. But when it's in a magazine, it's around forever. It's a still life. So the details are the same for each, but that still life is very important. Now let me explain what's going on. Okay, now we're gonna sit down and have dinner. Meanwhile, the photographer is gonna shoot us while we're having dinner. Now, look for us summer 2003 in Coastal Living, or of course the TV show Be Smith with Style. But remember, whatever you do, just do it with style.
Thank you, folks. Glad to have you.
That's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, whatever you do, just do it with style.